There is a very thin, very dangerous line between satire and mimicry. When the smash hit game Helldivers 2 from Arrowhead Studios debuted in 2024, the managed democracy bit was a breath of fresh air, a collective, hilarious meta joke that brought people together. But lately, at least from personal experiences, with the recent automaton Discord hijacking made as part of the Cyberstan infiltration that's been going on with the game, it felt like the community hadn't just put on a mask. It felt more like the mask fused to their skin. What started as a parody of blind nationalism has, for a vocal segment of the player base, turned into actual blind nationalism, or at the very least, socially inept behavior. And we are starting to witness the birth of a community that's unironically becoming the very thing that's being made fun of. So, recently, I made a observation on the Discord server. This was a couple of days ago while the whole automaton rebrand thing was going on, and I said, and I quote, I love the dichotomy of these in-character announcements. On one end, you have Super Earth saying what's going to happen, and then the automatons on the other end practically begging for peace. Like, the whole thing with this temporary server conversion has been to showcase that the bots don't want to fight. Just a simple observation I made during the event, valid reading of the lore, the binary messages translating to, do not be afraid, or we have never experienced freedom. The devs are clearly painting the bots here as a faction with a tragic history, potentially even being the ones acting in self-defense, right? But if you tried to have that conversation in any of the HD2 chats, any of the main chats there, like you're going to get hit with that same face the wall calling the democracy officer bullshit, and you can play along with the joke if you want, but taking it into every corner of polite conversation is a symptom of no shower behavior. All right, as clearly fucking demonstrated by the pushback, some people have forgotten how to be human beings and have just replaced their personalities with the macro, and they don't say, dude, it's just a joke, the joke, until you fucking come after them in DMs about it, or at the very least, just tell them, dude, shut the fuck up. I want to believe that this game is trying to be something more than an elaborate Kaufman-esque satire about how easy it is to spread a dogma and get people to believe it. But that only works if everybody is in on the joke. When you take that satire to real-world conversation or polite interactions to shut down a legitimate discussion, you're not in on the joke anymore. You are the joke, and your interactions are the fucking punchline. This isn't just my frustration. If you look at places like Reddit or Steam forums, there's a growing fatigue with this role play. People are coming out in droves to say that this is getting old. And people are pointing out the fact that the face the wall routine has become a community-driven shut your bitch ass up button. It's a way for low-effort trolls to feel intellectually superior by pretending to be a non-player character, effectively killing any chance for nuanced discussion about the game's artistry or narrative. At this point, telling people to cut it out feels like shouting at the clouds for blocking out the sun. The irony is, this game is about a dystopian militarized society that executes anybody who thinks differently, and the community has recreated that exact same environment in the million-plus member official Discord server. If we can't have a serious discussion about the lore without somebody threatening a fictionalized execution, the satire has failed miserably. It's no longer a parody of a toxic system. It's just a toxic system, and to be honest, I would swallow my lint if it meant this bullshit would stop already.